I didn't need my Berkeley degree to get that job at the restaurant. I didn't need that Berkeley degree to go travel, to create videos, to go skate, to make friends, go see my family. I didn't need my Berkeley degree for any of that kind of stuff. Will it help me get a job in the future? What's up everyone? We have a very special video today because today we're going to talk about the 4 most meaningful things in life. Now, just as a disclaimer, these are only the most meaningful things that I find to be in my life. We may differ, but some of them may resonate with you. So stick around, we'll see what's up. So before we get started, here's how I'm gonna break down this video. So the first part, we're gonna talk about how I was able to discover what are the most meaningful things in life. The second part, we're gonna be talking about what those 4 meaningful things are. And the last part, what we're gonna talk about how I live my life centered around these 4 things. All right, so the most meaningful things in life. How in the world was I able to figure that out? Well, I need to tell you a little story. So we're gonna rewind it back to when I was 18 years old, just graduated out of high school. And as what happens often to most human beings, I became very depressed. So depressed to the point where I had suicidal thoughts. And having those kinds of thoughts, I kept a journal, a suicide journal, essentially. So I had my whole bout, went through this whole depressive episode, and eventually I was able to get out of it. I was able to live a very happy, meaningful life after that. About a year ago, when I was 23, I revisited that journal, and looking back in it, despite feeling just so much cringe looking at the thoughts that I had when I was 18 years old, I found the day that I had tried to kill myself. And just reading back to that, thinking back, like, what if I had just gone through with killing myself? What if I just dealt with the pain just a little longer? And just realizing that made me think everything in the last 5 years would have never happened. And so I started looking into those 5 years. What has made life worth living in those 5 years? Also ask this question to myself. What if I were to die tomorrow? What would have made me happy to know that I did? What would have made me content, satisfied, happy to live my life? All right, so here are those 4 meaningful things. So first up, we have family. Now, with family, it's not about having a good relationship where you two really get along with each other, openly express that you love each other, all of that. For me, I don't feel like I need to kind of have a really good relationship with my family because, trust me, it would be way too hard. So instead, the way I view it as, I have been satisfied, I've been happy to just get to meet my family members, to make the effort to go to Vietnam, to go to Michigan, and find out who my other family members are and to meet them and to just learn more about like what goes on with their life, how they live their life. Family, we will always argue with family. It's a lot of chaos and a lot of disagreement. These disagreements run deep. These disagreements aren't something that can easily be fixed. I realized that what I really find meaning in is just being able to meet family, to be able to learn what's going on with their life. I don't have to be, best friends with you. I don't have to get along with you, but I just want to know what goes on in your life. I just want to, have a lunch with them, sit down, talk with them, but we don't have to get along. Someone we can get along with, someone we can talk to. That's gonna come up in our second item on this list. That second item is friends. I love laughing with friends, hanging out with friends. I love, most importantly, and it's easier to say in Vietnamese, it's called tâm sự. Now, tâm sự means to have a heart-to-heart conversation. I think one of the most beautiful things is just when people can just be there for each other, to just share with each other their emotions, and to really support and love and just care for each other. And that's why I put so much emphasis on my friends in life. It's just where I can have this kind of human connection with people, more so than with family, because in kind of my Western trained mind, my kind of love language is through words as opposed to actions. And growing up in Asian families, the way that they express their love is through actions. But even if we don't tâm sự, I found it just meaningful already to just laugh with people, to hang out with people, to just have fun with each other. So that's why I put a lot of emphasis on partying, even if it is for one night, but if I can just make someone laugh for one night, then that already feels meaningful to me. And the third thing I got for you, traveling. When I was thinking back and I asked myself that question, if I were to die tomorrow, what would have made me happy to know that I did? And traveling did come up. But for some reason, it's things like when I went to Japan and I petted a deer, or when I went to Amsterdam and I got to see how a city completely different works, because out there they just ride bikes. Or it's like when I see the nature in Vietnam, they may not look so different from the ones in America, you know, the beaches. I've seen beaches before, but for some reason to see that kind of nature out in a different place, to just kind of see how the world is, to see how the people live. That's what it comes down to be able to see that stuff for yourself. Like, it feels amazing. It feels unique. It feels like that you're more connected with this world somehow. To pet a deer, like, I don't know why it felt so meaningful to kind of touch the head of a deer, or to wash my face with this beautiful river in Vietnam. And while I'm traveling, I'm also making friends as well. So that's even kind of like a double layer on top of that. It's like traveling and making friends, you know, and having those kind of thumbs and having fun with each other. It's a really meaningful package in life. All right, and so this last thing, and probably the most proactive thing, is creating. Now, the thing about creating is, I think what it really drives down to, we are leaving our imprint on the world. That's what makes it feel so meaningful. Because no matter what we create, no matter how bad it is, no matter what it is, it's who we are. It's this manifestation of us. We leave ourselves in this world and we make an impact on it. And so with that being said, there's two parts to creating. One is that we want to keep getting better at what we create. For me, it's skateboarding. For me, it's, you know, making better videos. It's this kind of drive that keeps us going, that keeps us creating, to get better at kind of leaving this imprint on this world. Like, for instance, it feels great to do a heel flip backside 5-0, but to be able to film it, to be able to put some music to it, make a full video part, that's what feels good, because then you have this manifestation of yourself and you leave it in the world. And you know, that's what these videos are. But I want to be able to make videos better. I think it's just a human drive we want to get better at these things. And the second part, the second portion of creating, because we want to make an impact. We want to influence others. And we're hoping that the things that we create can hopefully make things better for, not just for us, but for the people around us, the people that we care about. Society around us, our loved ones, you know, our community. And I think that's what makes this so beautiful, because again, it drives back to that kind of that human connection we have, that human feeling we have for other people. And so with all that being said, how am I able to center my life around those four things? And so knowing what was meaningful to me and graduating out of college, I knew that if I just worked in that job that I got a degree in, I would not be happy. I would not be doing what's meaningful to my life. What I did instead was I worked in a restaurant so I could save money to go travel, so I could make more friends and to have fun and to do what's meaningful in my life. I didn't need my Berkeley degree to get that job at the restaurant. I didn't need that Berkeley degree to go travel, to create videos, to go skate, to make friends, to go see my family. I didn't need my Berkeley degree for any of that kind of stuff. Will it help me get a job in the future? Probably. But for right now, all the things that I've done, all these things that I find meaningful to me, I didn't need to go to school for that. I could have, you know, done the whole Berkeley degree, got an internship, worked some boring ass office job and make more money than what I do now. But that stuff's not meaningful to me. And I'm so glad that I have found out what is meaningful to me even before I graduated college. And I'm so grateful for that, because now I'm living a very fulfilled life. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time.